Juggling is an ancient practice that has withstood the test of time. Some of the oldest known jugglers are from 4,000 years ago in ancient Egypt. And I would just love to teach y'all how to juggle because it's one of my favorite things to do. So basically you're going to start with the basics. So we're going to get rid of these. We're going to start with one. I'm left-handed, so I'm going to go ahead and start with my dominant hand. But basically you have to get your muscle memory and your hand-eye coordination going before you can ever start trying to add balls. You're going to start with one ball in your dominant hand. You're going to toss it up, just catch it. You're going to do this until you're comfortable. You don't want to kind of stumble forward because then later on when you start adding more, it's just going to get complicated. You want to make sure you stay in one spot, just throw it up and down. Once you get comfortable with your dominant hand, go ahead and switch to your non-dominant. Do the same thing. Just one ball, make sure it goes straight up, comes right back down. You don't want to stumble forward or anything because it's just going to complicate things even more. Once you get that, you can go ahead and add the second ball. My dad kind of taught me to use one hand, do like this. I kind of found that it's actually easier to go ahead and have one in each hand because once you get three, you're going to be doing this. You're going to start with your dominant hand. You're going to throw your first ball, and you're going to throw the second one before you catch it in this hand. So you're going to want to do that over and over again until you get comfortable. You're going to throw this one, catch it in where it started. So you're just going to switch places. Wherever this one starts is where this one's going to end. So you're just going to do that. Just keep doing it until you get comfortable. And once you have that, starting with your dominant hand, you're going to start with your non-dominant. So you're going to throw that one, the same thing, over and over again. Then when you get comfortable with that, you're going to get a little quicker, and you can start switching back and forth, and just do it without thinking. And this is only two balls, but it's basically the same principle as the third. When we go to add the third, this ball is just going to stay in the air. It's going to switch, but basically you're going to have one ball in the air and one in the hand at all times. So what I do, since I'm left-handed, I start with my left hand with two balls and my right hand with one. So basically you're going to start with this one. You're going to toss that up, same thing. Just do that, but now you have this third one, so you're going to have one in the air at all times. You're going to do this, and then you're going to stop. Just do a short section. Just get comfortable doing that right there. You're going to drop the balls. You're going to try to run to catch it. You're going to throw it too high, not throw it high enough. They're going to hit each other. It's going to happen. You just got to keep working on it. So basically, once you get good, you can start doing like this. When you get good enough to do, just stay in one spot, keep them real controlled, keep them in tight like this, go a little higher. Once you get comfortable with that, you can start looking up juggling tricks. You can go to the outside, go over top. That took me a while to wrap my head around instead of going underneath like this. But once you get it, it's a lot of fun to try to start doing new things. You can throw one in the middle, like this. But just like that, almost dropped them, so I went back to my basics. Easy to do one hand once you get used to it. Try to keep them controlled in front of you. And then go back to your basics. Go over the top. And just keep working on that. Because you're going to screw up. It's inevitable. Like that. Dropped it. But once you get good with three, you got a lot of tricks going. You can try four. So I'm going to have two in each hand. These stay in this hand. These stay in this hand. Basically, you start going. And you see how long you can go until you drop them. Because four is a little bit harder. Thank y'all.
Hey.